Okay, here we are in John's 494 fourplex, and this furnace filter is a little bit different than in 492. So first of all, I turned this switch off to the furnace. Then I removed two screws that went in where this hole and this hole that hold our top door on. Set the screws on top. I'm going to now, oh, that's a little hard to do with one hand. Okay, I'm going to now set the camera down for a second and remove the top door. Set it aside, and that will then, oh, we don't have to remove the bottom one on this one. Okay, so the way, and I'm looking up in here and there are no furnace filters up in here. I got to get my headlight going here. So the furnace filters actually sit on a couple of bars up in here at an angle. There's two furnace filters. One, I'll probably insert them both from this side because as you look at this, there's a lot of electronics and stuff over here. So let me grab a furnace filter, and when we put a furnace filter in, they're going to sit in. One's going to sit like this up in there, and you'll notice there's a little arrow that says airflow. The airflow is coming from the top and going down through. So you want to have the wire mesh on the filter facing down, and the arrow will point that way too. So here goes. Since this one's going to be on the other side, I'm going to put this one up in this way, I think. Oh, that's a bit tricky. So I'm having to really put it right on its end to get it up in here. And then, boy, I really can't see that very well. Okay, let me see if I can grab my flashlight here. Okay, so there's the filter sitting up in there now. So the right hand side of it just leans against this ductwork. And then the bottom portion sits on, there's two metal tracks in here. Okay, there's a pretty good shot of it. So there's nothing in this side. Here goes number two. Okay. And so again, we want to make sure when we get down, the arrows are facing down. I've got to put it up in. Well, you really got to kind of just run this down. There's a wire right there, so watch that wire. Run this down the side of the blower, then put it on its end. Get it up in there. And then after you get up in there, you got to turn it and flip it so that it's in there properly. And my wire mesh is down. I can see my wire mesh. Let me grab my flashlight again. So now it's installed. So it's sitting, the bottom portion is sitting on the left bar here, the left metal bar that runs across there. And then again, the upper portion was just leaning against the ductwork. So they're sitting in there at a 45-degree angle, one this way and one this way. And these should be checked every few months to see if they're dirty in there. And so now I'm just going to put it back together. I'm going to put the front back on and put the bolts back on, the two holes that hold that front on, and then turn it on and it should run fine.